Hey, how you doing? This is Kitch, and you are watching me play Factorio. I have a very complicated and scientific measuring system here in order to place another round of stations. Where's my dude? There's my dude. I need to place this where you are. Yeah, that's how it lines up, just like that. All right. Lovely. So basically, what I did was I stood on the very bottom line of this balancer over here, and then just ran straight over that way, and that makes them all in line. Yeah, not very crazy, not very scientific, not very impressive, really, but you know, you learn little tips and tricks. I also had to go through and make sure I cleared out all of the rocks and trees, because the first couple of times I tried to do that, it didn't work out too well. And we have a whole bunch of robots here that are like, hey man, I wish we had a place to put all our garbage. Here guys, put your garbage there. All right, and that should bring the base bro robots along to help. If we were to just throw some stuff in there, they would gladly help with that. So I say we let them. I say we let them. All right, and I'm gonna go over here and dump off some trash in the building train, let the base robots build all that stuff for a little while. And yeah. We'll get that station laid down, and I'll kind of explain to you some of the epiphanies that I had. Not really epiphanies, mini epiphanies that I had in between episodes. But first, guess what? We got more garbage. Who'd have thunk that? Yeah, so the thought that I had, it really wasn't that impressive. It was just thinking a little bit about the way that we have this set up here. So basically, what I'm doing is I'm feeding in 25 and then bringing them around. This is I mean, it's okay. It's somewhat valid. It works with the current Factorio rule set. You will not get a penalty for it. But I don't know that it is what I would consider a best practice. We've got a 32 by 32 balancer here, which just so happens to be two groups of 16 can feed that, and that is what an 8-car train produces. So if we were to just thinking out loud here, if we were to take all of these belts and do two stations producing 16 belts and feed it into this 32 by 32 balancer, and then only take 25 belts out, that would not be a atrocity. At least as far as I'm concerned. Some of you may consider that one, but it's well within the rules as far as how Kitch plays this game. So yeah, we can take out less from a balancer than we put in. That is okay. We just don't want to put more in, and I don't know what I'm doing. I don't need to do that. That goes back. Yeah, eventually we're going to want to move all of these lanes over, but for now, we just want to move a couple of them. And we're going to have to do something creative with the way that we do some of this stuff. Because I don't want a train coming in and only so many lanes of it being used. The balancer will actually take care of some of that to some extent, but not something I think I want to depend upon. But yeah, I think that will do it. That will do it. And we probably don't want to pull I don't know how perfect this balancer is. You just never know. So we may want to take this out just a little bit differently. Let's kind of try to do this like every other one, maybe. Yeah, like you'll go, and you'll go. And I don't want to make it like fully heavy on that side. So yeah, I'm not sure the best way to do this. All right, so you will come out. We will want you to be that one. Maybe that one. Let's see, we got 32, we need 25. We need to have 7 blank spaces. So that would be 1, 2, 3. And if we did 3 on the other side, and then try to like fit 1 in the middle. So 1, 2, 3. And you would go straight. You would go straight. You would go straight. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8. 7, 8, 9, 9. Oh, I'm out of belt. Oh. So either one of those would work. Is my train back? No, it's not. We'll send it here, and while it's on the way here, maybe we'll go and check this chest over here just to see if there's any leftovers. It looks like there are. So that will actually work out just fine. Oh, there are, but there isn't any regular belt. Isn't that the way it goes? That's okay. Nuclear fuel. The building train's here already. And we got some junk to drop off anyway. Drop off some of those. And might as well go send it back because we are definitely going to need some more blue belt. I just have a little bit of a hunch. All right, so 1, 2, 3 spaces, 1, 2, 3 spaces, and we'll leave that one right there open. You come down, you come down, you come down, you come down. You're going to be an open space. You will be there, there, there. And that's 25 lanes right there. And they're broken up just a little bit, which makes me feel better about it. Granted, it doesn't look the best in the world, but we have more going in than coming out, and at the end of the day, that is the number that makes the most difference. Okay, yeah, so we're just going to fill that in all that we can, and that'll work. And that gives us two trains here that's going to work out fine. I am noticing a little bit of a problem. It's not a big problem, but it's something I'm going to have to think about. And that is that I did 2 engines on those. So basically, this whole thing needs to move back 1. Or back a couple of spaces. That's not a big deal. I can fit that in. We have plenty of room over here. Do we have plenty of room on this one, though? We may have to rerun, like, some of these belts coming out of the miners, but I think that will end up being okay. Yeah, because we probably do want 2 engines on those, just so they're good and a little bit faster. We did a 2.8 on the Megabasing playthrough, and I felt like those trains were speedy enough. Okay, so we're missing basically just inserters now. And we should have plenty of those here. So we'll get those picked up. And yeah, I think that does it. We need to run some trains. Let's see, where were our big deposits? You were the big mamma jamma there. Iron ore, 217 million. And you were the copper? Got a couple of big, hefty copper patches right up there. Boy, I kind of wish those were flip-flopped. So we wouldn't have a crossing. I'm basically thinking, okay, iron is going to have to go over on this side, and at some point those tracks are going to have to cross. But it's not going to be such much. That is quite a distance to travel, though, so we are going to have a lot of trains. That's a little bit concerning, but you know, it's just you just build more of them, right? Whatever you're working on, you just build more of them, and it works. Hoping performance isn't going to be a big issue. I've seen bigger belt bases before, and I've never really had any performance problems with Factorio at all. Okay, I have a couple of times. Oh, we're running short on stack inserters. Isn't that interesting? And are we out of chests too? No, we have chests. All right, so we might have to let those buffer up a bit. But yeah, I haven't really noticed any performance problems at all running Factorio. Well-coded game. I haven't really seen a need to do any particular design things around the UPS count. And as a matter of fact, one of the things I do in Factorio, I've seen a lot of people, you could put a little counter up there that shows your current UPS, updates per second, if you're not aware. Shows your frames per second, which is your draw rate. Actually, I don't know if it does. I think it shows both the FPS and the UPS. I could be mistaken. It may only show the UPS. I don't have it, so I don't notice. But FPS, frames per second, that's how much is being drawn, and updates per second. I don't know if they're tied together. They don't necessarily have to be, but that's how many times the game updates, like all of the game logic. And you can have a counter up there that counts that. Old trick, old performance trick I learned. I learned this from playing Dwarf Fortress, because you can actually do the same. And Dwarf Fortress is one of those games where a lot of performance talk as well. And I suspect there may be a little bit of crossover between the two games, because some of the conversations actually sound very familiar when you're talking about UPS. But anyway, the point is that I picked up a trick from Dwarf Fortress in that you basically just hide the UPS counter, and you don't have to worry about it anymore. You don't your performance problems magically disappear. And where that comes from is, you know, if you're expecting 60 updates a second, and you look up there in the corner and you notice that that is dropped to 55 updates a second, you think, oh no, performance. Whereas if you don't have that counter up there, you won't even notice it. You won't even notice that difference. Granted, the you know, you're not really getting better performance, but you're not obsessing about it, which helps out a lot. And Dwarf Fortress was one of those games where, boy, you know, I've had a lot of good forts in Dwarf Fortress that have gone on for a long time that did suffer from FPS death. And since I started doing that trick, I've had less forts do that. There's some that start crawling, but like in my Dwarf Fortress series, I mean, that one got pretty big. It got pretty old, and you know what? I didn't even notice. And I never even turned on the FPS, I don't think. I know that it wasn't running great, but why are you guys not doing your stuff? Are you not interested in doing that stuff anymore? Huh. Okay. Huh. I don't know why it's just being slow. The tanks aren't full, right? We don't have logic on that pump. Huh, weird. It's not an electricity thing, no. Well, that's weird. I take it out and put it back in, and all of a sudden it's happy. Huh, that's weird. Yeah, recycling machines doing quite well. Working out just fine. Is there a big stack size? No. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know if I went over that, but we are breaking the explosives down right now. That's the big thing. It's converting the explosives over to sulfur and coal. The coal goes out, sulfur comes back in. That gets melted down to basically water and petroleum, which I'm feeding back into the main lines. And that seems to be working fairly well. We don't have any rocket science. We have plenty of other science, though. I wonder what's going on with rockets. I don't know. Let's go see. We do have plenty of rocket fuel, that's for sure. We're... okay, kind of lagging a bit on low-density structures, it appears. It's really strange. I'm usually lagging behind on, control units. And we don't have any supply problems. I thought I'd expanded this out a little bit. Yeah, I put 4 more factories. Let's put 4 more. I mean, we do have a thing where low-density structures are being used in the satellites, too, but that shouldn't make a difference. So is rocket fuel. Rocket fuel is being used for the nuclear fuel as well. Don't have anything goofy going on. No? Not really. I don't know. Weird. Really, really weird. Because, yeah, we did all these by 12, I thought. Yeah, 12. And kept that, so we go and delete that. Got an excess number of blueprints in the inventory here. And I haven't figured out a way to delete those without actually making it do something here. Let's see. Hold on to that. I think we can get rid of that. I think we can get rid of this. Definitely get rid of that. As well as that. And yeah, this was a 12 by 12 balancer I got off the internet when I was thinking about doing 12s on that station. and that can go away as well. All right, well, so hopefully that'll kick out some extra low-density structures. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. We shouldn't have had shortages on any of these either. These should have been humming just the whole time. Nothing changed there, right? 30 seconds, yeah. 30 seconds. Huh. Weird. Well, it's close. We're at 80%. So that'll get some more here soon. We're close to mining productivity 7. We are at 52% mining productivity, which is excellent. That is a nice little bonus. And we're soon to be at 54%. Fantastic. How's everything going over here? I imagine... Okay, yeah, undergrounds are falling behind. Probably splitters are as well. I've been pulling undergrounds and splitters out from time to time. You may have seen me doing that. Oh yeah, and the stack inserters are also gonna need a little time to buffer back up. That's okay. Beacons we're doing great on, because we're not using beacons anymore. But that chest belt looks, chest box looks full. And this one up here is full as well. No, it's not. Oh, you're out of lubricant. Why are you out of lubricant? Not petroleum backup. It's a crude oil problem. All right, so I'm guessing we're running low on the old crude again. Going back to this, huh? Well, in this thing's defense, we've been running on empty for a very long time. Yeah. Are you guys slowing down because of that as well? Probably so. All right, well, I mean, I know we got this one down here. We could tap into that one fairly easily. We have one over here as well, but I don't want to tap into it because the percentage is lower, and plus it's going to be in the way of where we want to put all of our stuff. And this copper ore is in a very unfortunate place as well, but it'll be a while before we actually get to that. As far as other places on the map where oil resides, one up there, it's kind of small. One over here, that's not convenient. Got this one right here. I was actually looking forward to using this for our base. Uh, 11,600 and 19,400. And it seems like there was a large one down here somewhere as well. Did I make that up? Yeah, right there is another one. Okay, that was back whenever I was eyeing all these patches. These just don't look nearly as good anymore. So yeah, I think the most convenient one is going to be right down here. And we don't need this wall down here anymore anyway. It's just kind of in the way. So yeah, that shouldn't be a big deal to tap that. So yeah, it looks like we'll be doing some oil expansion next episode. Should be fun. Well, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will see you next time. Have a good one.